And I wanted to talk about this just for a brief moment tonight. I didn't want to stay on this extremely long, but I wanted to just shed a little light. I wanted to share a little awareness, because I honestly, my babies ain't staying at nobody's house. Now, if you have been through these things as a child, if this conversation connects to you, I want to give you some things that you can start doing. And number one, I wanted to bring some things to your attention. I wanted to identify some things, because a lot of us, we struggle with building relationships. We struggle with trusting people. We overthink and we overanalyze a lot of things because we're in protection mode. We're afraid of the world. But I want to give you 3 things that I want you to do. I want you to stop calling yourself broken. Like, I want you to name it without shaming yourself. Yanni, I feel your pain. She says, oh God, I can't. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Everybody that you've been going through this, you've been through this, and you can't talk about it. I understand. You can't talk about it. Like, this is not something that you could just go around and you just freely talking about this. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to name it without shaming yourself. Stop calling yourself broken. Start calling what it is unprocessed experience. See, you can't heal what you won't acknowledge. And see, I learned this the hard way. I did. I really did. I'm telling you the absolute truth. Sometimes as a child, I went through some things that I didn't know how to express myself. I didn't know, I had things that was unprocessed. And when I got older, I started putting things together. I started healing once I was able to call things out. You understand what I'm saying? I even had a family member who told me, am I a certain way because they did that to me? Like, I had somebody tell me that. In his late 20s, trying to process pain, trying to process trauma that he didn't understand. So he was shaming himself. Do you understand what I'm saying? This stuff is deep. This is a real therapy session. So this is not meant for, just everybody to just be excited to hear about this, because this is not a super popular topic. But you got to stop shaming yourself. You got to call it what it is. And the things that that was unprocessed to me was I could not understand why certain people would do certain things. And I was like, that's weird. I'm serious. Some of you have these babysitters, that you trust. They in the church, and some people are being abused by preachers and all type of things, and it happened in places that you trusted it. And so now you grow up and you call yourself, I'm broken, I'm this and I'm that. No, call it what it was. You have to understand those people who wronged you, they wronged you. That's just unprocessed experiences. You can't heal until you call it out. You got to acknowledge it. And this is the second thing that I want to tell you. I really want you to pay attention to this one, because this one is major. This one is major. And what I want you to do, I do want you to comment. If you feel led to comment something, comment it. Because people read comments, and somebody might say to themselves, they might say, man, that person went through what I went through. How did they get over this? Some people may still be going through this right now. And that's the reason of this therapy session. Because if we can never get to a place to know the truth and to identify certain things, we're going to struggle with trying to build relationships. We're going to struggle with trying to keep peace and trying to really, get to the next level. I don't know about you, but I want to live a real good life. I want to be happy. So I want to learn things that I don't know. So the second thing that I want you to do is I want you to separate the present from the past. This is what you have to do. Don't be the person who always says that I'm this way because of my past. See, when you feel triggered, I want you to ask yourself, is this about what's happening right now? Or is this about something older? Not every reaction belongs to the current moment. So there's a lot of people, even in my family now, they have given themselves over to substance because they can't deal with the unprocessed experiences. This is deep. For a lot of people, this is deep. When you think about unprocessed experiences, things that you didn't know, and you have to deal with this stuff when you get older. And so what some people do is they become triggered by something, but that's really not the problem. The problem is the old trauma, the things that they feel from old times. I still have people in certain sessions who tell me, they literally tell me, it was because I was young. It was because of this. They blame their past. They blame that. And I'm telling you right now, I just don't think that that is a smart thing to do. You got to ask yourself, you got to literally ask yourself real questions like, why am I feeling this way? What is the root cause of this? Why am I giving myself over to drink? What am I trying to bury? And a lot of us, we've tried to bury unprocessed experiences. But you got to separate that. You got to separate that. The third thing I would tell you to do is you need to get to safe support. You need to get yourself to safe support. Because healing childhood experiences is not a solo project. It's literally having safe conversations that literally changes your nervous system. So I would tell anybody who have been through this,